Hello, my fellow Y members. It's Tuesday. Doug Walker behind the camera, Jacqueline White in a moment in front of the camera. But because it's Tuesday, you know what that means. It's time to demonstrate another piece of Matrix fitness equipment that the Y has taken possession of in the last few months. And as promised, Jacqueline White, our health and wellness director, in front of the camera. What do we got going on today, Jacqueline?
So today we're going to do the Matrix seated row. Another one of my favorite pieces because you can do independent movements. So you always want to take a look at the placard before you start. So there's two adjustments on this machine. One is the chest pad that I'm going to show you here in a second, and then the seat pad. There's always a starting position and ending position, and we've always got that rep counter. So you would adjust your weight as needed. And then as far as the seat goes, you just really want it to be a comfortable position. So up or down. Okay, so you'd hop in it, and then you would put your feet down on this platform down here. You can also put it out here if you're a little taller. You can put your feet out there. I don't have to worry about that. And then as far as this goes, so you would push or pull down, and then you really just want to get this lined up so that you can reach the handles easily. So once you've got your weight set, you can either pull both of them back. Now you don't want to take it out of that alignment, right? So you just want to take it right to the chest and then control it back in. Again, with this machine, you can do one arm at a time if you want. I always like that hold one, pump one that I like to do, or you can hold one and pump the other one. You have that capability with these machines. So you can do both of them same time or one at a time. That's up to you.
Now, obviously, this works the back muscles. Show us where in the back, and then show us how this helps your back muscles.
So really this is going to be in between your shoulder blades and a little bit of your lats as well. So your lats are a big kind of wing shaped muscle back here, but primarily it's going to work what we call the rhomboid, so right in between the shoulder blades. So any kind of movement that's that pulling movement, and it's just easier here being on a selectorized piece of equipment because you just kind of plug and play. You just load up your weight and then kind of get to town on it. It's a lot quicker to use than like free weights.
Now, as we go get a little bit older, sometimes we start to have some back problems. Does this kind of an exercise actually help that situation?
Well, what our problem is really is if you're at a desk job, you tend to be here, right? You're kind of hunched over. By strengthening those back muscles, it forces us to kind of be more upright and have a better posture. So it'll help with posture, and that way you don't have that kind of hunched over appearance.
Now, every week we talk about the actual weights that you should use and how comfortable it should feel. With this machine, what do you know are the limits and what is comfortable?
Yeah, so as with anything, you want to go with about that 12 to 15 rep range, give or take. It depends on what your goals are. You can't really go wrong with 12 to 15 reps. The key is, though, you want to make sure that your weight is challenging enough so that you are struggling at that 12 to 15. So if you're going to 13, 14, 15, you should barely be able to get those reps out. That's a good sign that the weight is where it needs to be.
Now, talk to me about the QR code. All of these new Matrix pieces of equipment have a QR code. What does that do and what does it mean?
Yeah, so you just whip out your phone and you hover your camera. So you just pull up your camera, hover it over the QR code. It'll take you directly to the Matrix YouTube page for this machine specifically. And I love it because it's real quick. It's like under a minute, and it'll just show you from start to finish how to get in and how to do the movement.
But why would you need to do that when we have you
us.
Jacqueline White, showing us how to use this piece of equipment?
Yeah.
Once again, you've done a marvelous job. Jacqueline White, our health and wellness director, thank you very much for joining us. Again, take a look at it, the seated row, seated press, and we have a bunch of new equipment here in the Y, as you can see as we take a look around. And every week, every Tuesday, Jacqueline will come back and demonstrate how to use these pieces of equipment. So again, thanks for watching, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you back next Tuesday.